Alright, y'all. Here's the question. Why do men tend to marry more average looking women than 8, 9s, and 10s? Well, y'all, your girl got an answer for you. I did some research, so let's get into it. So the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology did a study. Men were asked to indicate what they preferred in a mate: physical attractiveness, earning potential, or personality traits. And as we know, chose physical attractiveness. The study paired them with their ideal type and allowed them to have a conversation. Unfortunately, after that conversation, most men lost interest. A psychotherapist from the study said this: men long term looking for qualities that make them feel comfortable and empowered, and the ability to trust their partner. There was more insecurity expressed when dealing with more beautiful women, the fear of losing them to other suitors. Men tend to select someone who seems like a more reasonable option and doesn't stretch them out of their comfort zone. It's an evolutionary thing. Men ended up liking the women they liked more as people than the women that were most attractive.
They say external beauty can be deceiving, and in fact, it is the internal beauty that shows a woman's reality. And that's what the men of today have realized, and hence have ditched pursuing hot and attractive women to date and marry women who have more feminine personalities and habits. The issue is that modern women who are really physically attractive oftentimes don't develop other aspects of their personhood because they've always relied on their looks to get them by in life. If anyone's watched The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort had a much less attractive woman who basically helped him build his empire. She loved him endlessly, and he cheated on her. He made the mistake of leaving her for a trophy girl who did nothing for him and only almost destroyed his empire, drained him, and ended up leaving him. Learn from that. It's a true story. Also, I think the problem is what makes women attractive is actually what the media and society tell us. So, any woman that fits that image then makes them feel better than everyone else, which is why they don't focus on their other values. Really, at the end of the day, attractiveness is just a concept, so men should find women that aren't considered attractive by the media and popular culture. The point is, you have to date women who are attractive to you. She has to be attractive to you, otherwise, the physical relationship is going to suck and there will be no chemistry, which for me, and I think most of the guys, is very, very important. External beauty isn't everything, but it's a basic start before you can develop your love into something more. So the advice is not to marry someone deliberately ugly, but to look past the initial attraction. In general, you have to be mindful of strong immediate chemistry, and that goes for men and women. Immediate chemistry is usually just physical attraction, and it can potentially blind you to red flags. I like attractive women, but at the point in life now where I'm cognizant of my attraction and won't allow it to take over my awareness. There is actually research that shows that couples who have strong instant chemistry usually have worse marriages, or ones that lead to divorce. The most valuable currency right now is our time to be productive, and in waking people up to love and truth. Most simply devolve because they're ignorant, brainwashed, mind-controlled slaves with no time to do what they want to do or experience. Time, love, knowledge, experiences. Whatever it is, it's how you see it and use it that gives it its power. Cheers, fam. Keep pushing. Work for the kingdom. Money is fake and temporary. Use it to grow your inner and the outer world. For them, beauty is something that's just there, creating an easy and quick basis for appeal without them putting their moral and ethical development into it. Yes, there are a few attractive women who are highly principled and kind. Still, for the most part, they are so accustomed to being treated like near royalty because of their Instagram or movie star looks, particularly about how they treat other people who are beneath them. If you are thinking, well, I'm not like that weirdo, socially awkward dork or wimp, she won't treat me like that. Well, you're wrong. How she treats those inferiors is your early warning system. If she treats that dork blatantly cruelly, eventually she's going to dish out a raw deal to you. The great musician Prince wrote a song called The Beautiful Ones. In the song, there's a verse that goes, "Beautiful ones will always smash the picture every time." There's so much truth in this statement. I'm 48 years old and have experienced a lot and have witnessed a lot when it comes to beautiful women. And what I can say is, I'd say 90 to 95% cannot be trusted. They have an overinflated ego. Most want their cake and to eat it too. And I cannot tell you how many times married women and women with boyfriends, and I'm talking about beautiful women who either try to seduce me or maybe just get my attention. Most beautiful women are not loyal. It's the sad truth. Most beautiful women marry a beta simp male who has money and is a provider, and they all have their boyfriend on the side who is the alpha male. However, I'm still not going to generalize. People are people. Some are beautiful, some aren't. Some beautiful women are homebodies. There are smart, beautiful women. There are beautiful women who are artists. And I feel like it's a bit shallow to classify all of them as being the same. Maybe people should take account of where they meet these women. Fuck the scale. Just ask yourself if you're attracted to her, and if the answer is yes, then keep talking to her and see where it goes. It's that simple, but people overcomplicate it. I've met more horrible, unattractive women than I have attractive. There are also far more unattractive women available than there are attractive. The same goes for men. The problem with attractive men and women is that they will always get attention. Not just more attention, but attention in general all the time. It's natural, and it's a fact. If you're with someone attractive, you will constantly have competition, and your attractive partner will always feel desirable, and with that comes a higher chance of being poached. It has nothing to do with your confidence or game. Not saying your attractive partner would ever leave you for anyone else, but the statistics show there's a higher percentage of them being hit on that could potentially lead to problems. This has been studied and debated, and it's the way of the world. With that being said, your odds of keeping a compatible matched partner are higher when you're equally as attractive as each other. But if you look at it from a macro perspective, the most beautiful ones dry out fast. It's so true. They are often partying all night in college and therefore sleep-deprived, excessive smoking, drug usage, and excessive drinking, because they often get a lot of free drinks and free access to clubs. All of this ages you fast, and sooner or later, over time, their skin starts to look like crap, and they begin having a soulless, tired, and depressed look in their eyes all the time. And the older they get, the more they lose their SMV, and the more they try to make up for it in their looks through makeup/hair/nails, and sometimes even surgery, to cover up their declining looks. But in their efforts, they end up looking more and more like a clown. After years of pretty much getting everything they wanted, they develop an ugly, entitled personality on top of everything else. And after they hit the wall hard from poor lifestyle choices, they still think they are hot stuff, and that their SMV is the same as it was when they were 18, when her body and metabolism could recover faster from partying so much. And after all the years, these women haven't developed a personality or had to deal with much hardship, which would have helped build their character. Later, they become fat single moms with nothing but baggage and nothing interesting to say. But of course, not all attractive women are like this, just a certain kind. The 8s, 9s, and 10s who aren't like this are super rare though, but the red flags are pretty obvious when they present themselves. The signs are often them being looks-obsessed, social media-obsessed, attention-seeking, entitled, and drama. Most men look at physical traits and say they want a good woman when their only focus is her physical attributes, and wonder why they get heartbroken oftentimes. Because sometimes they don't take the time to get to know you carefully and are so infatuated with their beauty. Not to mention, beauty is beyond skin deep, not just looks. Sometimes men take a beautiful good woman for granted and wonder why they can't find a good woman again once they mess it up. I think the real solution is not to date someone shallow and arrogant. This goes for both parties. I don't think it's so much about how she looks, but more about her personality. 'Cause beautiful women can be good, nurturing wives. The fact some women are snobbish because of their high self-esteem and maybe opportunities and circles, because many average men dream of entering their circles. Even though they simply want normal behavior like the 7S, they put themselves in the pedestal, and consequence they behave with them like so. Many guys do not know attractive women means chemistry, self-fulfillment, making likewise feel good. Yes, looks matter after all. If I'm an athlete, and the woman is a 300-pound sumo wrestler, it's clear that we don't match. It's the matching compatibility when it comes to women, even for a one-night stand or a marriage. It comes to some common treats, and when guys don't accept that any one of us is compatible with some types of women, they start negating attractive or any other perception, when in fact they don't meet enough women in the first place to get the best match for them. However, those who want a lack of matching, as I explained, may resort to intimate favors, and women may come for 1 or 2 adventures with the guy. See rich or famous people how they do it with women. Mostly they are luxury escorts, but despite their fame and fortunes, they cannot get a real person for them that loves them as they are. Listen, dating an attractive woman can be amazing as well. The point I've tried to make in this video is that since men have started to walk away, they're avoiding attractive women because most attractive women do come with the drama and the stress of being materialistic, shallow, and demanding. Men don't need that anymore. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Support us, and help us spread support for men around the world. Do comment and share your thoughts. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.